Hey guys, what's going on? Third Reactions, we're back. I'm Shane.
Zakk, we're back with Peacemaker. I'm guessing this is episode 4. Last episode, he was tasked with killing a United States senator. And that ended up with a confrontation with Judo Master and with Vigilante getting his toe partially cut off.
That was disturbing.
Was it one of the flaming hot Cheetos thrown in his face?
Yeah. Dude, I was cracking up when I was doing the edit. I think you're adorable. I want to put you in my pocket and play with you, my G.I. Joes.
Teasing him.
Teasing him, yeah. And then, of course, the butterflies are some kind of...
They're actually literally a butterfly.
Creatures that live in your head. So I think those were probably real people at one time. And they got taken over.
Something was just inserted in them.
Yeah. The butterflies are using a senator. They're probably pretty deep already. There was that shot at the end where it showed all of them over the map, too. Yeah. It was one of my favorite episodes. And who is the chick that he's got a crush on? The blonde chick? They had like a moment.
Well, it's because he was unwilling to kill the children.
Yeah. And
so she could tell that he was making up excuses why he couldn't take the shot.
Yeah.
And then Vigilante was there and he took all the shots.
Yeah, and he just was, all right, yep, one. Yeah. I'm loving this show so far, so I just keep hearing it gets better and better. So let's jump into it, sir.
I'm not sure I'm ever going to walk again.
Why?
Motherfucker cut half my pinky toe off. It's the most important toe there is.
Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah, it is. You can't walk without it.
You can walk just fine without a pinky toe.
You'll fall over all the time, look stupid, and everyone will laugh at you.
Who's gonna laugh at you for falling over because you don't have a toe?
I was just imagining it. I'm sorry.
You can't walk if you lose your metatarsal.
It is unfortunate. I've broken my pinky toe. And it's painful to walk.
Choked last night. Are you kidding me? Maybe that wouldn't have happened if you put a goddamn dove apiece on the sniper rifle. One of the most important things about killing someone to me is a fucking dove apiece on the weapon.
That's bullshit and you know it.
You also told me to kill kids. You didn't say why. Yeah, okay, one was homely. That didn't make it better, it made it worse. Started to feel sorry for it.
Yeah, man, pushed you too hard on that one.
I made a vow to have peace at any cost. No matter how many men, women, and children I need to kill to get it. But I'm not fucking killing kids just because you say so.
You're sure that's all it is?
Yeah.
Good. Because right now the world needs a son of a bitch and you're the only one I got. You have to keep Vigilante close. If he talks, he could ruin everything.
With all that's going on, why are you so interested in him? Not the time to be getting distracted, man.
Okay.
Like alien bugs that crawl up into human brains and control people?
Get some rest. Come back tonight. We'll explain the whole thing.
Okay, I was gonna say, you might as well tell him now.
I've never shot anyone. Never shot at anyone. Hell, I'm a pescatarian.
So you're okay with making that poor bastard's last minute of life the worst suffering imaginable because you're too much of a coward to put him out of his misery, but you won't eat a fucking fish.
The truth is, you want to do this job, you can't balk, ever. You have to make the hard choice when necessary.
You just gonna keep him here?
What else are we supposed to do with him?
A hospital?
What, so he can narc?
God, there's so many secrets.
Yeah, that's what Black Ops is, dude. Don't worry about hardcore.
Yeah, I just gotta show her and Mern that I got what it takes, I guess.
Well, I got what it takes. Stomped his ass. Don't fuck with John Economist, motherfucker.
Thank you. I've never had a friend quite like you.
She's very passive aggressive.
Yeah, I know.
What?
It just seems like under the surface you're kind of angry about it.
I'm not.
Seems like you are.
Well, I'm not at all, dude.
Okay, you would feel really guilty if I gave that guy information because you were too much of a candy ass to take a little torture.
Oh, yeah, I would have been real guilty.
You see, that right there was angry.
No, it wasn't. It was normal. Your dad is a racist whack job.
Oh, yeah? Your dad left your mom for another dude.
Hey.
He did?
Yeah, and they're deeply in love.
I doubt it. You know, I think he's just pretending to be gay to get away from you.
Okay, maybe, but what does that have to do with anything?
They have no idea how the gorilla was stolen.
Okay, the gorilla's gonna attack them.
That's what I was wondering. What's going on? Something with a gorilla. How would you do that?
Dad's not around.
Jeez.
That's a pretty intimidating piece.
Is
How is it so big in this place?
It's a quantum unfolding storage area. It leads to a dimensional nodule outside normal space.
Well, I guess your dad's pretty brainy for a racist to make a place like this. And if your dad's a racist and you work with him...
I don't work with him. He makes me stuff.
If it walks like a duck, that's all I'm saying.
Fuck's that supposed to mean?
If it walks like a duck, it's either a duck or a duck wearing some type of human costume. I don't know. He's unable to hide his distinctive walk.
How the fuck could that even happen? A duck in a human costume? The sizes are completely incompatible.
Batman has a coterie of supervillains. Joker, Riddler, Mad Hatter.
So what?
You said you were a superhero like Batman. Do you have a coterie of supervillains?
No, he doesn't.
Maybe you're not a superhero after all.
You wanna know why I don't have a coterie of supervillains?
Why?
My coterie of supervillains is 6 feet fucking under.
There, you see, Batman doesn't kill people.
Because he's a pussy.
He's a dark creature of the night.
He's a jackass who wrestles with murderers dressed like clowns and throws them in prison so they can break out of prison and then murder more people. Riddle me this. How many people you think Batman's indirectly murdered by being too much of a candy ass not to kill these fools who clearly need to be smoked once and for all, you wrinkly, Sharpay-looking dimension-infested fuck?
Just trying to make conversation.
The only way to get the cops off our tail was to frame my dad for what I did?
It wasn't the plan. It was an impulsive decision.
Kind of surprised you told the truth on it.
Well, he's trying to turn over a new leaf.
You're right, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna kill my dad.
Why not?
Because I love him.
Oh.
I need you to talk him out of seeing his father. That could screw
I
us
hope no one in this team is a butterfly. Oh, that's not good.
Okay, he's got his issues, right?
Issues? He's a white supremacist who used to dress up as a supervillain called the White Dragon.
He's not as bad as he seems.
He thinks people with my color skin are second-class citizens.
That's fucked up, okay? People change.
And he's actually a good guy inside.
Yeah.
But not here. Your dad is not a good man. Not to the world, and especially not to you. I take it you're a vigilante.
No?
You sound like him.
No, I don't.
That's a fake voice.
Nope.
It changed from what it was 2 seconds ago.
I was about to cough. But yeah, this is more my real voice.
Why are you limping?
Snowboarding accident, totally unrelated in any way to Vigilante. I don't even know who Vigilante is.
Switch your fingerprints for mine.
They did what?
I know it's fucked up, but I had nothing to do with it.
Do you think this is gonna stick?
No, I don't know.
All I gotta do is go to these assholes and say, hey, check the fingerprints, they don't match.
I know.
I saw you come out of your mother's cooch. I should have slit your throat then and there.
Come on, Dad.
I never had any feelings for you, not like your brother. Him, I fucking loved, but you were just a blob of flesh I felt nothing for.
Maybe I'm a grower, not a shower.
What?
I don't mean like a dick. I mean like a person. Like a guy.
What?
You're comparing yourself to a Choad.
Not in a bad way.
Deep State's got you so twisted up in their agenda that you're comparing yourself to a little cock.
No, this is the opposite. Oh, Dad, if anything works, this is bigger than me. It's bigger than you. And I'm just asking for once. Just make the sacrifice.
You're a rube like you've always been. I'm not letting my own damn son work for them. I'm no rat, but the first chance I get, I'm spilling everything.
Was that what rat is?
Ah!
Technically, that exactly makes you a rat. Technically, just factually.
Get the fuck out of my sight. My use for you is over.
I don't think Chris is ever going to be happy as long as his father's around.
You're giving him ideas.
I know.
If there was some way he would just go away.
She's trying to give him ideas.
My dad hates my guts. Everybody hates my guts. I'm like Choad. Not the good kind.
What's the good kind?
I don't hate your guts. I mean, I think you're the good kind of Choad.
You can't hardly carry it over there. How's he going to pitch it through the window?
the fuck are you doing?
I don't have to tell you that, motherfucker.
He basically threw himself in the prison.
I don't care.
They can kill him.
They were tight. I don't know how the fuck he got loose.
Oh.
Who the fuck do you think? Judo man. Fuck.
Fuck! I think Cobra Kai just got out.
Cobra Kai. I just feel completely different about the dad. Like, I liked him because he's Robert Patrick, and now I hate him because he's a rat.
Where'd he go?
That guy, he can't take him either.
Rematch, motherfucker!
He's so much stronger.
Yeah, I've
so
won.
much bigger.
One good hit.
I know.
Like that right there on the chin. I assume he's a tough kid, though.
Well, he has to be tough and nimble.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fucker! I have a weird, bubbly-shaped body.
Personal insults? Real mature, shrimp.
Butterflies. They're not what you think they are.
Now she comes through.
Their heart stops beating. They just concentrate
Big
and move the
spins
kidney
of
out of
blood.
its place. And the kidney circulates the blood through the system.
No, that's not something that happens.
Only the greats, just a few times.
No, this never happened ever.
Is that you when you're like look at the jail?
They normally it says a lot of shit. They'll kind of talk behind your back, like children.
Yeah. Oh, how do you get that thing? It's flying off like in the last shot.
I'm not cut out for this shit.
The first time I killed someone, I didn't have my period for 3 months.
And then it gets easier?
No, not really.
It's not what Solid Snake said.
That's good.
No, it's not.
So
I manipulated Vigilante into going into prison and killing Peacemaker's father.
Back up. What?
Every time we turn around, one of you's doing something fucked up. I thought Waller gave me soldiers. Instead, it's a fucking apple dumpling gang.
Classic bull.
Leonard Skinner, ZZ Top, 38 Special. All those guys owe everything to black American folk and blues musicians. I mean, they wouldn't exist without them. And then white redneck music would just sound like, well, what it sounded like before black people, which was the wet, sloppy sounds of fucking your sister. Okay, so that's my turn. Which one of you dumb sister fucking tiki torch carrying slots from the...
Who are you?
I'm just the guy who's gonna fuck you so hard your asshole's gonna be dragging behind you like a tail.
Oh, no, you're not gonna...
You're a bad dad.
I need to talk to Detective Shaw now! I need to talk to Detective Shaw!
What's it say in my file about what my dad did when I was a kid?
What?
Antibiotic just said there was some stuff in there.
It says that your brother died under mysterious circumstances and that you were involved in that.
Well, if he actually killed his brother, that would be a pretty big thing. He's sitting there trying to feel some emotion.
I think I might have made things worse.
Look at that mullet.
Peacemaker. What a joke.
It's rolling over to him in
Yeah.
the jar.
Yeah.
I'll be right over.
You gotta be the butterfly.
I'm wondering. That kind of sucks.
The sizes are completely incompatible. I mean, my pants would be caught up in my tiny web feet. They'd be sagging all over the place. It wouldn't fucking work. How would they do the mask with the beak? And how would he even talk? How would the mouth work? I don't even know any of this. Vigilante, you've had a lot of fucking stupid ideas. But a duck in a human costume? That's the stupidest idea you've ever fucking had. And it's offensive to me. Because I have a soul.
There's our reaction. This is our discussion. What did you think?
Once again, I just thought it was a great episode. It just solidified more how much I love the show.
This is a lot deeper than the surface area of this film. The surface value, you might say.
No, yeah.
The
like the stuff with his brother. Got to kind
we have everything with the dance in the very beginning.
Yeah.
That's the surface value.
Yeah.
This is like everything that
the
the average person would expect from this show.
Yeah.
And then you get his brother dying from... and he was in a fight and evidently suffered a seizure after that.
Yeah.
And his dad with his Joe Dirt mullet having him stab a guy to death.
He had a traumatic childhood, which you would think, just like Idris Elba's character.
Bloodsport.
Probably something similar.
Yeah.
So when you sneak...
Well, he said it. You said he does exactly every fucking thing I do.
Well, you sneak that shit in the back door when you have the surface value stuff. It's impactful.
Well, it makes a difference. It's a good storytelling.
Yeah.
If you have it all up front, it gets kind of dry, and you don't know where else do you take the story.
Yeah. So like, besides his dad just being an asshole, like there's a reason why they have a terrible relationship.
Yeah.
My dad knew. My dad.
Denethor, Boromir, and Faramir.
Yeah. So they didn't hate each other, did they? Oh, you did the fathers. Okay, yeah, not the brothers. Yeah.
Denethor hated Faramir.
Yeah.
He wanted to be like Boromir, and then Boromir died. And
something great about John Noble hating you, though. Just like in Cowboy Bebop. He's just a terrible father. He hates his sons.
He plays terrible fathers.
Yeah.
Quite well, evidently.
Yeah.
Now Robert Patrick has joined those ranks.
Now, I think Robert Patrick's, he's really great in this.
He is. I had that scene where they're playing cards in the jail.
Yeah.
And he confronted them about all the black folk music.
Yeah.
And musicians. It was great.
So you mentioned the gorilla. Do you think the gorilla on the TV is going to come back?
I think it has to.
Yeah, they were kind of spotlighting it.
I think it has to.
Yeah.
They weren't playing the Alex Jones-esque news station. It was kind of like CNN or NBC.
They're going to have like the legitimate news, right?
Yeah, the quote-unquote legitimate news.
Yeah.
The mainstream news.
Yeah. So, you and I both know people in our lives who we've experienced racism in some way, and we know people like that. I know my dad, I would never have called him a full-blown racist. I didn't know him when I was younger, but I know things were pretty different back then. But he did tell me when he went to the military, he completely changed how he thought about people with different skin color. And then he wanted to marry my mom, and there are people who I won't mention in the family who were very much against it. And then, of course, they came around. It's just interesting because the way the show is painting his dad, he's definitely an asshole. Like, to me, what would be interesting is if they make that character likable instead of just making him like the asshole who is the reason why his son had a tragic childhood. Wouldn't it be great if they made him, like they redeemed him in some way? Like, redeemed him and his son's relationship.
I'm not sure that at this point in history of an entertainment they would try to redeem him, but they may try to redeem their relationship.
Did you see Monsters Ball?
That's not this generation of entertainment.
No, you're right. That was about 20 years ago. But
yeah, so I'm not going to even enter it into the spectrum.
No, yeah.
This era of entertainment, I would see them leaning towards redeeming his relationship with his dad.
Yeah.
Either he overcomes it, or they come to an understanding.
Yeah.
And I don't think his dad is going to see the light. And
yeah. Him and his dad, they hate crime.
Find a way to unite races.
Is to kill pedophiles.
Or the greater sin.
Well, I just think it's like, remember the Titans. I think everyone thinks that's a good movie. And that just, when you can make a character have perspective, or like you make two characters who are completely different for different reasons, like in Remember the Titans, and they end up becoming a team at the end. I just think that's cool. You know what I mean? And his dad, I guess I just don't know if I see him being a villain parallel to who the main villain is, who I don't even know who that is. That would be kind of like a thorn to everyone else.
I can't see it being a bug.
Yeah, I guess you're right, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, the stuff with his brother, I always hated you. Unlike your brother, I loved him.
Yeah.
That was some shit. Felt bad for him. I mean, he obviously cares about what his dad thinks about him, even at that age. It's just, yeah.
Well, he's been stunted. He's been stuck in a state of arrested development.
Yeah.
Because of his relationship with his dad.
Yeah.
So.
But I'll tell you what. You're right. If he narcs him out, it's going to, I'm not going to like that at all.
No, man. I gave him. It's kind of like Kurt Russell's son and Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Once we found out it was Kurt Russell's son, we're like, oh man, we gotta give this some levity here.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Everything changed when we knew that.
Yeah.
Because we're fans of actors and not just roles.
Yeah.
So we enjoyed the fact that was this man's son, this man we grew up in entertainment, seeing him in so many cool things, and seeing his son in there. Well, it's the same with Robert Patrick. We grew up with Robert Patrick.
I love Robert Patrick.
He's not in that many things that we've seen.
Yeah.
He's kind of an American Bob Peck.
Yeah.
Because he's not in very much that we've seen.
For me,
I know he's been in some B movies, but we just haven't really seen him.
No, for me, it's the Faculty and Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator, Faculty. He was in something else that I can't remember.
Yeah.
And he's in this.
Yeah.
So he's not in very much, but just the fact that we know him from those big movies.
Yeah.
And at the same time, he's an awful.
He's a shitty guy.
An awful guy.
So just and I'm not anything close to anyone who's ever made something like this. But I guess when I tell a story, I always think it's the most interesting if you can give us all the facts about this guy. We think he's awful. The characters think he's awful, except Chris. Can we in any way see the way Chris does? As an audience, could we be you know what? Maybe I wouldn't like him in person, but I get it.
Well, I think it's the problem with modern entertainment and modern culture is that you want to soak the lifeblood like vampires out of entertainment. You just want to suck it all up.
He's racist, so he's the most evil thing. Yeah.
No. I mean, some people might take that as a write-off because of their own personal beliefs.
No, but what I'm saying is
you can watch this show.
Yeah.
And just enjoy it for what it is and take it for what it is and not include anything else from your life in it.
Yeah.
And this guy's a racist, and he's done some shitty things probably in his past. Yeah. But that's not the point of the conversation. The point is his relationship to his son.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And his son's development.
Yeah.
Because this guy doesn't look like he's a guy that's going to change.
He doesn't, yeah.
And Chris is the guy that's trying to change.
Yeah.
So, to me, that's all there is to it. It's right there on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like people trying to make anything they're entertained by into something personal to them.
Yeah, of course.
It kind of just is what it is.
I grew up with the impression that Choad was a sensitive area between, underneath your ball sack, in between your penis and your asshole. That's what I grew up believing the Choad was.
I never talked about Choads very much, so I really wasn't very familiar with even the term.
Jordan Stryker's dad told us that's what a Choad was. Yeah.
Well, evidently I didn't grow up around people that talked about Choads very much, because no one that I can remember until I was older ever even mentioned the word.
Okay. Well, so I don't know what it is. He said it's a penis. So,
I've heard of a chub.
A chub? I mean, I've heard I'm getting a chub, but
that's kind of a halfway point.
Yeah, I call it driftwood.
But I didn't even hear
it's drifted.
But I didn't hear about that even. But driftwood is still wood.
I know, but it's driftwood.
It's disjointed from the root. That is a penis that is still hard but has been cut off.
But
which is impossible.
It's flowing.
It's impossible. Because it can't stay hard without the blood flow.
Yeah.
We found out Mern was one of them. It seemed pretty evident there towards the end, and it was definitely evident there right before it happened.
Yes.
So
I kind of don't like that.
Well, it's unfortunate. I liked his character.
Me too.
But Judo Master's saying the butterflies aren't what they think they are. And you're right.
Yeah.
In a sense. I don't know if necessarily it was a civil war, kind of like the Utron.
Mm-hmm.
But...
And a Locust in Gears of War 3.
Okay, so I never got that far in 3.
It's a good one.
In either case, there could be a civil war between them. That's why he's okay. Maybe they're killing the ones. Maybe they're trying to... It's kind of a controlled conflict.
Yeah.
Where they're infiltrating the enemy, they're controlling operations, and they're killing people that they can spare to be killed.
Yeah, just
But to divert the enemy's offensive effort.
Okay.
So, Could be that. And the only other thing I had was his brother having the seizure.
Yeah.
So, and being drunk and high at the same time. I think that's. I don't know.
Well, I certainly don't think it's for everyone.
It's debauchery.
Yeah, I covered all my notes. Dude, I love the show. So, and
good.
the second season has already been confirmed. So,
well, it ought to be.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely. It's hit a note. It's hit a good note.
This is like. I said this in the last reaction. Like I love the other shows we do. Like
James Gunn, Tarantino.
Yeah.
They deal with racism in such a way that can keep the entertainment entertaining.
Yeah.
But keep those moments serious.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And it's instead of just excluding it whatsoever from anything and making everything vanilla.
Yeah.
And sanitized.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree, and I love it.
Makes for appalling entertainment.
No, yeah. But yeah, that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching our reaction. If you like us and you want to support us, you can. We don't have a Patreon, but eventually we will. Just like and subscribe, hit that notification, leave a comment down below. That's it. We're out of here.